Good morning, it's Melinda and her babies, and I have been doing some creasing. Let's show you one this one's creased. This one's not creased. So you can see in the corners, see? Not creased, and this one's a little creased. I don't try to get every line, just the main lines. So how I do creasing is I take my creasing color, which is this one's a good one too. I think it's red and burnt umber and a little bit of, well, I think I had a crease. There it is. I can't have a creasing color. Dark crimson. It's like a real dark brown red. But you know, sometimes I crease with pink. I have creased with just red. I got some of his face creased. Maybe a little red right there. I'm going to have to blend that in. Some of it start working on his lips and around his eyes with this. And then I'm going to go in with some purple in here. And then his ear creased. Oh, that one's really creased. So I got to go back and crease this one a little. Looks like he's got an ear infection over here. But yeah, that's his little creasing. But how I crease. Creasing is something that at first I thought you just draw the line on. Which some people, they like it like that. So, see all these, I start with my hand. Well, if I have a hand like this, I start in here, these little lines. Some people say you just need to do the main lines. I am going to do a lot of the creases because he has a lot of creases. So I dip this little tiny brush, little thin brush, into my paint, scrape it off a little, and then on the crease, pick a crease and just put a dot, just a dot. Then I come back, and this is a makeup brush from, oh gosh, I don't know where it's from. It's the Dollar Elf. It's an Elf brush, and it doesn't have it's a concealer brush. So at Walmart for $1. I love that brush. So I take where I had my crease, my dot, and I just push the paint through the crease. Real light and on into the crease because I just like my creases to be shadowed. Let's see. So you can see right there is where I pushed it into it. And I work it in to the crease. Then I just keep going, you know. Dot it. A little tiny one. Just dot. Just a little tiny dot. And less is better. I mean, my paint's not really thick. Some people, for me, I do thinner layers because I can always go back and make it darker. But right now I'm just doing a little tiny dot into some creases, working it in. And that is really how I crease. So you can see I've been working right here, on into there. Like I said, you guys, I'm not an artist. I'm a doll maker because I do make dolls. But I think I have years before I'm an artist. But that's how I crease. And I wanted to go through the steps with you guys. So every time I do a step, I'm making a video. I have one on veining I'm going to put up. But really, I mean, you know, I go from the arms. And then the same thing with the foot, you know. I just find the creases I want to crease. He has a lot of creases. Mainly going to probably crease up in here. But just to bring it out some, all these little creases. Definitely crease up in here. around the toes. The creases are kind of self-explanatory, you know. Only thing I didn't know at first was to just, you know, start with a little. A little goes a long way. Just a little dot. Let's see if I can do it right here. You see that? I just put that dot of paint right there. And then I take my brush, wrong brush, and I just run it over the crease. I'm not one that does really, really dark creases, but... And there it starts to show up. It's darker than that one, see? And I might go back over it to make it a little darker because, you know, this is... I do my creases in the beginning. Some do theirs at the end. Like we did what... How many layers did I do on him? Maybe 2 of the... Excuse me. Of the yellow, blue, red. And then I went to veining and now creasing. And then after I get done, I'll go back to that. Well, anyway, guys, this is creasing. I'll come back. Talk to you later.